Let me guess. You started taking ashwagandha to feel better, less stressed, more focused, more in control. And for a while, it actually worked. Your sleep improved. Your anxiety dropped. You felt like you finally had something in your corner. But here's what nobody tells you. Something else was happening underneath all of that. Something quiet, something gradual. Your brain was adjusting on its own schedule without asking for your permission. Not day one, not even week one. Somewhere around week 4 or 5, a shift begins. And by the time most people catch it, they've already been living inside it for weeks without realizing something changed. Here's the problem nobody addresses. Ashwagandha doesn't come with a warning about stages. Not from the supplement brand. Not from the influencer who recommended it. Not from the wellness coach who swears by it every morning. Nobody mentions there's a phase where it genuinely helps you, and then a phase where it quietly works against you. Both phases feel calm from the inside. That's the trap. Your stress is low, you're sleeping, you're not anxious, you think you're winning. But underneath that calm, your brain is making adjustments. And some of those adjustments are ones you never agreed to and wouldn't have accepted if someone had explained them clearly before you opened the bottle. Let's talk about what ashwagandha is actually doing inside your brain. There's a system called the HPA Axis. That stands for hypothalamic pituitary adrenal. 3 connected structures with one job: managing your stress response. Think of it as the circuit breaker in your brain's electrical system. When pressure hits, the HPA axis fires your cortisol. Cortisol is your stress hormone. It's what makes your thoughts spiral at 2 a.m., what tightens your chest before a hard conversation. Ashwagandha targets this system directly. It lowers cortisol, it quiets the alarm. And for the first few weeks, that feels like genuine, measurable relief. That part is not up for debate. Researchers have documented this effect clearly. In one double-blind, placebo-controlled study, 50 people took 300 milligrams of ashwagandha root extract twice a day for 8 weeks. Cortisol dropped. Memory scores improved. Executive function improved. Attention improved. These are real results backed by real data. This is exactly why ashwagandha became one of the most popular supplements in the world. Because for most people during this window, it genuinely delivers. The science here is solid. The issue isn't this early stage. The issue is what happens when your brain stays in a suppressed state for longer than it was naturally designed to handle. Around week 4 to 6 for most users, something starts to shift. Your stress is still low. That part is still working fine. But something else feels different. Your favorite song doesn't hit the same way it used to. Something good happens and you feel okay. Not excited. Just okay. Someone crosses a line and you barely react. You tell yourself you've grown. You're calmer now, more mature, less reactive. And that sounds like real progress, right? But what you're actually experiencing has a name. It's called emotional blunting. Your brain's sensitivity to emotional signals starts to fade. Not just negative ones. All of them. Does any of that sound familiar? Because here's the crazy part. It happens so gradually that most people never connect what they're feeling to the supplement sitting next to their water bottle every single morning. Here's why this happens. Ashwagandha doesn't only suppress cortisol. It also interacts with your dopamine and serotonin receptors. Dopamine is your drive chemical. It's the signal that makes you want things, chase goals, and feel genuinely rewarded when something good happens. Serotonin sets your emotional baseline, your general sense of being okay or not okay, day to day. When ashwagandha keeps cortisol suppressed continuously for weeks, it can drag those systems down with it. Your brain stops generating full reward signals. Your drive flattens. Your emotional range narrows. Some users report a condition called anhedonia after 30 or more days of uninterrupted use. Anhedonia means losing the capacity to feel pleasure from things that used to genuinely matter. It's not dramatic, it's quiet. That's exactly what makes it so easy to miss. Think of it this way. Your brain is a house with a smoke alarm. Ashwagandha walks in and removes the batteries. The alarm stops going off, and at first, that feels like relief. No more false alarms. No more noise at 3 a.m. But now the alarm isn't responding to anything at all. Not real danger. Not real warmth. Not the smell of something good coming from the kitchen. Your brain's emotional response system works exactly the same way. When you suppress the stress signal long enough, the entire response system gets suppressed along with it. It stops distinguishing between threats and rewards. It just goes quiet. That is not calm. That is your brain functioning below its own natural capacity. Stage 3 is the one that truly blindsides people. This is full emotional numbness. Not dramatic, not something you can easily name while you're in it. Just a slow disappearance of caring. Things that used to genuinely matter feel distant and vague. You're not clinically depressed. You're not in visible pain. You just feel flat. Motivation drops without explanation. Goals start feeling pointless. You stop looking forward to things you used to count on getting you through the week. And because you're not suffering in any obvious way, you don't raise a flag. You don't tell anyone. You just move through your days with the volume on your own life quietly turned all the way down. Here's where the science gets honest about its own limits. Most clinical trials on ashwagandha run for 8 to 12 weeks maximum. They measure cortisol levels. They track memory scores. They collect anxiety ratings on standardized scales. What they do not measure is your ability to feel genuine joy. They don't ask whether you still get excited about your goals. The long-term data simply doesn't exist yet. So when supplement companies claim ashwagandha is safe for unlimited daily use, they're not necessarily lying outright. They just don't have the research to back that claim up. And that gap matters. Because your brain isn't a cortisol number on a lab report. It's the entire experience of being you. The good news is that this is reversible. The first fix is cycling. Do not take ashwagandha every single day without planned breaks between runs. Use it for 6 to 8 weeks, then stop completely for 2 to 3 weeks. This gives your HPA axis time to come back online on its own. Your dopamine system gets the space it needs to recalibrate. Your brain gets to remember what its own natural baseline feels like without external chemical intervention pushing it down. Most people who cycle this way consistently report their emotional range returning within 10 to 14 days of stopping. Your brain is not permanently altered. It just needs room to find its own footing again. The second fix is dose reduction. Most people are taking far more than their brain actually needs to get the benefit. Research shows real, measurable improvements starting at 300 milligrams per day. Many products sitting on store shelves contain 600 milligrams or more per single serving. If you're experiencing emotional flatness right now, cut your dose in half before you consider stopping completely. Don't stop abruptly. A gradual step down gives your system time to adjust without a sudden jolt. Within 1 to 2 weeks of lowering the dose, most users report their emotional reactivity beginning to come back. Things start to matter again. That response alone tells you exactly what was driving the problem in the first place. Third, and this is the one most people skip entirely, track your emotional reactivity every week, not just your stress levels. Ask yourself one honest question. Am I still genuinely responding to things that matter to me? Excitement, frustration, real joy, even sadness. These are not signs of a problem. They are proof your brain is fully engaged with your own life. If those responses are quietly fading, your ashwagandha has crossed a line. It moved from helping you to numbing you. You didn't start taking it to feel nothing. You started taking it to feel like yourself without the noise. Those are two completely different destinations, and your brain already knows which one it's been heading toward.